on the wing, Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man and kind of played inside. Klay, a swingman, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
oh,
it, can't
Mike,
you?
that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. No good at the rim. Spurs trail by 5. Ginobili attacking. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ginobili's got his first points of the night. Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And Thompson worked hard on his explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered against Kyle Singler. Remember that of the Pistons?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, he's been trying to go inside more. And last year he thought, you know, he'd have to work at it to get to the line more. Only averaged about 2 free throw attempts per game for his career. So that's the next step for him to be more aggressive attacking.
Here's Spates following the basket by Tim Duncan. Livingston, that's good.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Here's Duncan. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. Livingston passes to Rush. Some nice passing by Golden State here. No good from Spates.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Again, Duncan missing.
He's just trying to get something going, but that's not his shot. That's too far out.
Yeah, no way is that going to endear him to anybody on the coaching staff.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Rush dishes to Livingston. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Ginobili, that's good.
I tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
Warriors leading by 3. Nobody near Barnes. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Barnes has got his first points of the game. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And he gets it to go.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Defensive foul.
With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, you know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court. And I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
Splitter is checked in for Tim Duncan. Livingston hits both of them.
And with Livingston, you know, he had to adjust the way he played after the injury, but was able to pick things up on the fly as he managed to be a contributor on every team that he's been on since the injury. And I think that says an awful lot about him as a player and as a person.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Spates makes it off the glass. Spates has got his first 2 points of the night.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
And the shot is good.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Free throw good, Livingston.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. Spurs trail by 7. Ginobili attacking. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Ginobili's got 6. Here is Livingston. He's got 8. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys. This is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
Livingston hits both of them. A 3 off the inbound. Mills can't hit. Here's Barnes. Passes it to Rush. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. That will count. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
Spurs trail by 7 on the court for San Antonio. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Boris Diaw is out there with Splitter, and it's Parker in at the point guard position.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors are really a team with gifted passers, especially in the front court. Somewhat surprising that they were only in the middle of the pack in assists last season and one of the worst teams when it comes to turnovers.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Andre Iguodala is perhaps the premier wing defender in the league. Dre himself said, I used to always joke with my coaches, I could play defense in my sleep. But it's not just natural ability, he said. There's another me in the league. They have the same things. Long arms and quick feet, and they can defend. They just choose not to do it. Kevin?
It comes from within, Doris. Thank you. Spurs trail by 11. It's Parker with the drive. Second shot opportunity. The Warriors pull it in. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Bogut lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, and the Warriors lead by 15. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Completely new 5 on the floor. A different look now for San Antonio. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Well, head coach Greg Popovich, a big believer in what he calls culprit knowledge, the idea that continuity breeds success through players truly understanding the system at a deep level.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Barnes, and a strong finish with two hands.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
And as much as Popovich, Clark values that continuity, the team's principles really never stand still. He adapts to his personnel and adjusts his strategies.
And that's a credit to any really good leader. And I've heard it said that leadership is everything when you're talking organizations, team sports. That's a great point. I mean, the Spurs have won going big. They've won going small. They've won as a defensive-focused team. They've won as an offensive-focused team. I mean, they haven't changed their core principles, but to Popovich's credit, he has adjusted styles based on his personnel and where they are in their career cycle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some... Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Here's Nedovic. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 17. Here's Joseph. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Joseph's got 6 in the quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. There's the feed to Rush. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Rush has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
The Warriors backing Oracle Arena with plans for a new arena on the San Francisco waterfront by 2018. I've seen pictures. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can only imagine one of the great fan bases in all of basketball. Change of location from their original intended spot on the piers, a spot known as Mission Bay, about a mile south.
And a new coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Over to the left wing. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Kuzmic, and it's good. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Well, it's plays like that, hustle plays on the glass, and then staying with it, being active, it really caused some problems for that defense.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Warriors leading by 16. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Lee with the steal. Now Iguodala, he kicks it to Curry. Can't hit from in close.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and pot winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that night.
And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
And Green with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off that long-distance game here a little bit. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you know, Steve, some teams would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump. But getting a few to drop from inside the arc is really a good way to get your offense back on track.
No good. Great D that time from Leonard. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs trail by 21. Over in the corner, Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. On deep. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Now here's Leonard. Here's Bonner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on David Lee. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, they were very pleased with their free throw numbers a year ago. They knocked down about 79% from the stripe as a team.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
All right, Kevin.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Both get out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. That's tipped. Lee with the steal. To the middle. Here's Thompson. The turnaround jumper. Thompson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Warriors. The Spurs shooting under 40% all in all for the game. But looking at David Lee, you know, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but a very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. You know, the ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
Now split it. Parker outside, and again it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. On its way from Curry for 2. They get the rebound. Lee. Duncan with some nice D. Spurs trail by 21. Green inside the three-point line, and that one hits back iron.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Ball's knocked loose. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Parker, and it's blocked by Bogut. But they recover it. And it's off from three-point range. Iguodala gets the lead. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Curry with the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Leonard. Here's Parker. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Well, you talk about the elite point guards in the NBA. A lot of times Tony Parker's name gets overlooked. Something about playing in San Antonio seems to keep you off the radar. But make no mistake, Parker is a true star and, most importantly, a proven winner. So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Parker Clark, a six-time All-Star, three-time NBA champion, heavily decorated player.
Yeah, he really is, and he's shooting to become the Spurs' first 20-year guy. Now, how crazy would that be? I mean, he came to the Spurs at 19, but he's got an outside chance at it. He said his body feels great.
Yep.
The way Pop manages minutes for his guys, he thinks he can play at a high level for a long time. That'll be fun to watch to see if it happens that way.
Good story, you're right.
Yeah.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spurs trail by 20. Duncan left side from 15 feet away, and it's good in the assist by Parker. And it's 6 points for Duncan.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
There's Green with the three. Shot is off. Nice D from Duncan. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Nobody near Leonard. The Spurs rebound. Goes back up. No good with the tip. Warriors leading by 18. Pass to Livingston. Parker with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Feeds it to Rush. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the triple. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Leonard. And it's 9 points for Tony Parker.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Leonard. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
Shot from the inbound, and Spates gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
Ginobili gets the bucket.
This is exactly what they need to do right now. Attack the basket, and hey, if you get fouled, I mean, you get the opportunity to shoot free throws.
Here's Livingston. Soft touch off the glass. Livingston's got 12 points in the game.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
So much can be said about the Spurs' dominance as a franchise. I mean, 15 straight years of winning 50 games or more during the regular season. And, you know, last year, they were at least 500 or better against every other team in the league, and they have been since 1976.
To the right side. And here's Mills for three. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game. Livingston passes to Green. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Some changes for Golden State. Harrison Barnes comes in for Ezeli, and it's Klay Thompson in for Brandon Rush. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Leonard comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Here's Livingston, and again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Mills for three. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. The dish now to Green. 52 seconds left to play in the third. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Thompson puts up the baby hook. Green, no luck.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 7 points in the game.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 14, getting a little bit closer on the bucket from Boris Diaw. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Barnes against Leonard. Barnes dishes to Bogut. They kick it out to Green. Thompson passes to Green. To the paint. 4 seconds left. And Curry puts it in. He's got 17.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Beats the buzzer.
Wow. Unreal, Kevin. The degree of difficulty on that one was off the chart.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Warriors leading by 13. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Diaw and Duncan at the 4 and the 5. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. On the wing, Iguodala. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Green. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
It's Curry with the drive. Hit his foot. And the refs whistling a kick ball. Splitters checked in for the Spurs. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Here's Bogut. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Warriors lead by 13.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And the shot is good. And that's now 19 points for Steph Curry. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Iguodala with the bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Spurs trail by 17. That's a 2 from Parker. Kept alive. Puts up the baby hook. Splitters. That's good. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. It's Curry with the drive, up and in on the way up. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Here's Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And Leonard gets it to go.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And Thompson throws it down. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He's got 10 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the pass. His head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
And the first one drops.
Andre Iguodala got off to a hot start last season. He shot 45% from long range through the first 2 months of the season. But after a hamstring injury, his percentages and his aggressiveness all seem to tail off.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And Steve, for Iguodala, the perfect example of a player who doesn't have to score to help his team win. He does so many other things.
He does, Kevin. He's an excellent defender. He runs the floor. He handles the ball. He's a good passer and a pretty solid three-point shooter as well. Not a volume three-point shooter, but he will make selective threes. And so all in all, Iguodala, an excellent player.
Curry. Wide open. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 7 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Spurs trail by 20. Parker with no one around. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Here's Curry. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. It's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 26 points for Steph Curry.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
No good from Bogut. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Here's Parker. And the rejection by Iguodala. They retain possession. And he gets it to go.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Outside Curry. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Thompson with the bucket.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Spurs trail by 20. No good off the front iron.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Golden State moving the ball around. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his third foul of the game.
Well, I never got to compete in a dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the air. Still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition was just a thing of beauty.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that...
Oh,
look out!
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Here's Rush. There's the bucket. Good. Rush has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Spates inside, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
There's good.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
They have been really controlling this one.
Well, now's not the time to get complacent, though, Kevin. You've got to continue to put your foot on the gas pedal. Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Mills. And a miss there off the inbound. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, that makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Here's Spates. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.